Yo guys, how's it going? Welcome back to the channel. So today we're going to be benchmarking Horizon Forbidden West on PC, running with my overclocked MSI Vanguard RTX 5090 graphics card, and Ryzen 9 9950X 3D CPU. So firstly, as always, I'll start off by showing you the graphics settings really quickly. So we are running a render resolution of 34D by 2160 on my 4K 144Hz display, running a 16 by 9 aspect ratio, VSync is turned off, NVIDIA low reflex latency is enabled, HDR is also enabled, you may have to wait 2 or 3 days for that to process on YouTube, no dynamic resolution scaling, anti-aliasing is set to DLA, no upscaling, no frame generation, we will test that a little bit later in the video. And as for the advanced graphics settings, everything is very high preset with everything fully maxed out here with very high preset, 15% raised field of view from the standard level, and vignetting and chromatic aberration is turned off. So we're going to test 4K native, 8K native, 4K of DLSS quality mode, 4K of DLSS quality mode and frame generation, and we also test 1440p and 1080p native resolution to see how this title runs and plays, and we'll take things from there. Also, like I said in my last video, happy 4th of July to everybody. Hope you guys are all having a nice evening. I do appreciate you guys checking in with my videos and watching my video benchmarks. It's greatly much so appreciated. So I've always liked benchmarking this title. It's kind of a peaceful vibe. It's got nice nature, beautiful colors. It's a lot of nice ambience of nature, you know, the sound of the water, the foliage, all the colors. It's just so bright and vibrant that I really do like to appreciate and show the beautiful graphics fidelity of this title while benchmarking it as well. So it's just something to appreciate and also have fun doing so in making these video benchmarks. Okay, so 4K native, we're averaging 125 FPS, 124 FPS, 1% low sitting at 77, max FPS at 137. Now very briefly, we're going to test out 8K, and I think this may be doable on this one because it doesn't really run too bad natively, so we'll try 8K resolution here, just very briefly. And I know the MSI Afterburner overlay is going to be a little bit small, but I will call out the FPS numbers. So currently we're sitting at 46 FPS, and using 18 gigabytes of VRAM. And hey, it's well above 30 FPS, so we are actually running 8K native. That's unbelievable. Wow. That's something else. Really cool. I wouldn't want to play it like this, but it is pretty cool that you could actually maintain an average of 47 FPS at 8K. Pretty cool. It's really impressive. Yeah, it goes to show you that the 5090 has a lot of extra horsepower. So it's pretty cool. Okay, so now let's lower the resolution back to 4K here. One moment for monitor to respond, and then we'll test out DLSS quality mode. So let me go ahead and enable DLSS upscaling, the quality mode, apply, reset the afterburner. Guys all pissed off.
I'm not giving up.
But yeah, honestly, I'm not too good at third-person games. It's just, it's a skill issue. What could I say? Don't worry about it. I'm gonna get out of here, it's just too much. Yeah, definitely a skill issue, unfortunately. So 4K with DLSS quality mode, we're averaging 144 FPS, 1% low sitting at 88, max FPS at 182. Oops, didn't want to do that. Alright, now let's go down, let's actually enable frame generation real quick. Just very briefly. I'm not a huge fan of frame generation, but we'll see how it runs and plays with frame generation. Make sure VSync is disabled. Okay, we're good. Reset the afterburner. And also, I also wanted to mention, I also found a nice safe undervolt for my RTX 5090 graphics card. So if you do want to see a video of me running the card with an undervolt, let me know. I know one person mentioned that you don't have to really max out the power limits and run high overclocks on the 5090. You could run an undervolt and still maintain pretty good performance. But the thing is, I'm more of a benchmark person and I like to push things to the limit. So that's why I've always kind of went like to the limit of the graphics card in terms of overclocking, pushing power limits, and just pushing everything to the limit, even if it only will add an extra 5 FPS in some titles. That's just always been my forte, to always max things out and try to get the actual best performance. And I know obviously I'm not going to notice 5 FPS higher when overclocked, but yeah, like I said, just let me know if you want to see the undervolt video, but and I'll be happy to record a video with the undervolt. Basically, it'll put it at 4090 power levels, and the wattage will be a lot lower, like 430 to 450 watts, and also the temperatures are going to be like in the mid 50s to low 60s, so it's actually a really helpful feature, but you will sacrifice maybe 5 or 6 FPS depending on the title. Now if it's a title that runs really high FPS, you'll probably lose more FPS, but just thought I'd mention that. So 1440p native, averaging 209 FPS, 1% low state at 141, max FPS at 237. And then very briefly, I'm gonna. Oh, actually, that was 4K with the DLSS quality, so my bad. Forgot what I was running there. All right, so let's disable upscaling, and let's turn off range-in, and let's go to 1440p, which is what I thought it was at, and then we'll go ahead and wait for monitor to respond here. Reset the afterburner. I need to get some more arrows, so I need to find that wood, make some more arrows. Some out. There we go. Oh, we're good. Okay, so 1440p, averaging 174 FPS, 1% low state at 112, max FPS at 206. And then very briefly, I'll turn on DLSS quality at 1440p. There's one user who watches my videos who does like to see 1440p of DLSS, and I'll reset the afterburner. Nice, mellow, cool music, a little piano in the background. Got the river flowing by. It's a nice, peaceful ambience, you know? Just really like the whole nature aspect of this title. It's just really peaceful, calming, and also beautiful to appreciate the visuals. There's just too many of these guys here, so it's really no way I could take them on. There's just too many of them, but at least we're close to them to kind of bring a little bit lower FPS here. So 1440p with DLSS quality mode, averaging 172 FPS, 1% low state at 101, max FPS is 217. Alright, now let's turn off upscaling, and let's go down to 1080p native, play. 1 moment for monitor to respond here. Reset the afterburner. Now 1080p obviously is not a recommended resolution on 5090, but I know some people do want to see it, so that's why I am showing it. Like for example, this bridge here looks a whole lot more blurrier on my screen. Just not not as high fidelity as 1440p or 4K, so it does lower the visual fidelity here. and puts more load on the CPU, as you can see, pulling about 100 watts there, 61C. And obviously they're putting less load on the GPU here. So 1080p native, averaging 188 FPS. Yeah, 188 FPS, 1% listed at 114, max FPS at 233. And then I would say if you're on a 5090, I think you can get away with just doing 4K native. It does seem to run just fine without any upscaling. And you'll be in like the 130s to 140s depending on the scene. So I would say that's a good sweet spot because this title is certainly more playable at 4K, at least on the 5090, so probably a good sweet spot, I would say. See, we're averaging 123 FPS. Sometimes it gets up in the 140s, depending on the scene here. So yeah, for sure more than playable at 4K native. Anyways, guys, if you did enjoy the video, do give this video a like. If you want to see more content like this, more RTX 5090 gaming benchmarks along my Ryzen 9 9950X 3D CPU, feel free to subscribe. Thanks for watching, appreciate all the support, and again, happy 4th of July to everybody. Thank you for tuning in this evening, and I greatly appreciate the support, and stay tuned for more gaming benchmarks and videos
I'll fill my patch with these later.
in the near future, and I look forward to putting out the videos. So, see you guys around, happy weekend, happy Friday, and stay tuned for more videos soon enough. Later guys, peace out. Bring to your Horizon Forbidden West on PC. Thanks for watching.